As you can see, very cold day today. I've got frosty period going on, and I've just cleared the hole in this. I'm just blowing in just as quick as I can get rid of it. So we've got the 12 valve dual in the shop today. I'm currently just ripping the interior out of it. We got some welding to do on this one too. Other projects on the go. We've got the tailgate over there, getting that ready to put on rusty outside, and we didn't really film it, but the interior went back in fine. Bolsif came over and wired it up for us. But yeah, so I've already pulled the seats out of it. I'm just working on getting the little back seats in here out and that, so we can get this carpet out, because as you can see, it's quite a bit of the fecal matter and stuff in here. It's not very pleasant and it doesn't smell very nice at all. So we need to get this cleaned out and see what state the floor's in, and see about fixing it. Well, as you can see, got a bit further than just taking the carpet out. Took pretty well the whole interior out, pulled all this off, got all the glue and stuff off the back there. Passenger side floor's pretty good, cleaned up nice, there's no holes in it at all. Drive side floor, a bit more of a structural repair going on here. The body's sunk and the body mount's come up through, but it's nothing we can't fix. Rocker and all the way back into the corner, but like I said, we've got panels for this guy. But yeah, so I'm going to start with the rocker first, because it's, you know, to get our positions for everything right. So first of all, we have got to remove this box. Just a little tip with these guys, I always find if I tie them up when I take them out, I don't have the problem of having to try and unlock the inertia rail again. Just undo them. Just check out the hardware. That's a 9/16 nut. There's 4 of these holding the box on, I think. Typically the heat has just come on because I'm just about to start recording, but here we are, box is lifted off. Second time it's been lifted off. I had it lifted off over here, and then we decided to remove it again, so I don't really need it off the truck. Just may need to get into working on this corner here, and now I've got the wire brush out. I'm going to start cleaning it back, see where the good metal is and see what we can work to, and we'll start at the back and work our way forwards on this one. So cleaning back the cab corner here, and thinking we're going to crack on with that, and then I saw the inner cell and also this body mount, so we're going to cut that out, cut this inner out, replace the inner so we've got a position to work from, replace the mount so we've got a position to work from, and then we can start on the outside here. In the meantime, I've just bent up this other mount while it's in there so I can copy from it, so that's ready to go in whenever we are. I'm just got to get that out, the inner out, and replace the inner too, but the inner is nice and simple, it's nice and flat. So as you may be able to tell, got the inner cell back in, and a rocker, whatever you want to call it, and we built a body mount there, and just getting on with the test fitting of the cab corner now. It's pattern part, so it was nowhere near where it's supposed to be. I've had to move this bend on the end of it and that, but it's starting to get somewhere handy now. So next step would be weld that up, and I think we'll move on to the outer rocker next. So plug one's got this little step tool thing. You can punch holes in it with one side and step the panel so you can let it flush before you weld it up. So we've been using that just to get this panel done. So I've got this knocked out now. Hopefully that should fit. So another long day in the shop. Finally got the back part of this done. So we've got obviously new cab corner, all the way around the back to there. New rocker panel. Replaced this bottom part of this panel. Replaced a triangle in here. And a strip of this guy. Obviously on the back. We've got the inner sill down through even further now where it needs to go. And body mount's got the rear rocker nicely tucked around it and that. We've still got to do a fair amount of work yet, but so just inside the truck now, and there's the inside of the repair. I've had to just make up a piece of floor to put through the back there because the rocker panels I'm using aren't for a cab and a half like this. I don't know if they're from single cab or double cab or whatever they're from, but they're not the right ones, so I've just had to make them work. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be getting on with the floor. Gonna have to make this piece as well, probably. We've got the panel for the front there, so that should be a bit easier, but yeah. Fast forwarding on to tomorrow. Just been repairing the floor here, so just made those two bits up. Got those in, had to repair the lip all the way along here as well. And obviously I've took the body mount out. It was absolutely knackered, it's cracked as well as rusted through. And I've just had to replace the bit of inner cell behind it. I haven't ground it off yet, but it's all coming along nicely. So next job's going to clean this center section up and then reform a body mount. And then hopefully we should be able to get the floor on this side, and that should be about it. So just to finish up the video for this evening, just formed up that body mount. It's the first half of it at any rate. It came in like two pieces. The angle changes here, so just doing it one bit at a time. Just got that tacked into place. And that'll be it for tonight. So hopefully tomorrow get the rest of that body mount in, and then maybe start looking at getting the floor in and cut the last bit of this rust out, and it should be good. So we gave everything a coat of the rust and hinges and stuff last night. Let that all react up. Got the body mount finished there. You can't see anything in here. The camera's decided to go all blue and black for some reason again. But the body mount's in. This end's double thickness, and it's got a big washer welder in the bottom. I'm supporting the same weight now, so that's good. And just going to get this all acetoned up, get some primer on the bits we won't be able to get to, and then we can look at putting the floor in. Obviously the body mount's already painted because that was all brand new metal. So floor's in. A couple of little repairs to do around it as well. A lot of cutting down. This was from a single cab or something different. It had a continuous hump here and just didn't fit at all. Didn't fit the transmission tunnel or anything. Screws the compressor going. Plug one's using the sandblaster at the moment. But that's this side more or less done. Just washed it down, ready to put some primer on it. Above the body mount there, you can see the floor above it's been replaced. Floor this side, obviously, and down through the various different pieces of inner sill, and obviously the back body mount that we repaired as well. So yeah, that's this side pretty well covered up. We'll just get some seam sealant and stuff under here, and probably texture coat it and then undercoat it, and that should last for a bit. Excuse the state of me, filthy from working on this thing, but if you like how the progress is going, how about you hit the like button. If you wanted to check out some videos of me working on some other rusty stuff, check these out. And yeah, huge love. Catch you on the next one.